People, wagwan, viewer, subscriber, family, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. Today we come to talk about this topic. Popcaan, that you know is a big troublemaker of dancehall, you know. He's multi-talented. He's a troublemaker. He is a person who love run. Because I remember one time he used to do tracks at high school. For all who don't know, you know. Yeah, man, Popcaan used to do tracks. So that's why I love run from clashes, so. See me I say? And he's one of the dancehall biggest troublemakers. And it is proven with this post that he make, you know what I mean? The man post and say, them boy they fi go away and start post about YouTube #1 trending and go find a #1 song. So what's the difference, Popcaan? You see, this is the reason why Popcaan is the #1 troublemaker in dancehall, you see me I say? And Popcaan, if you ease yourself more time, I know you want the attention, and every dancehall artist want the attention because that is merely what dancehall is about. Attention and keeping the buzz. But why you making so much trouble? You would be a troublemaker in a class. And this is the reason why. This is proving it. And Popcaan, he's a talented artist. All you need to do, settle down in class. Don't be a troublemaker no more. Make some hit song. And everybody know you have an international buzz. A crossover fan base. You know what I mean? All you need to do now, stop running. Because it's not training time now. Don't run. Because you're not a track and field training now. Don't run from the clashes. All you need to do is sit down and orchestrate some very lyrical, you know what I mean, content to do clashing. You see me I say? Because if you're a dancehall heavyweight, you have to have some clash on your belts. Every artist you can think of who have run dancehall, who have come to the summit, you know what I mean, likes of Movado, likes of Vice Cartel, likes of Alkaline, they all done it, went into super clashes, you know what I mean, and the list can go on and on with Bounty Killer and Beenie Man if you wish to add them, you know what I mean, and the list continue to go on and on. So Popcaan take a page out of these artists' books. You cannot be running because you're not at track and field training like when at St. Thomas in doing the training and keeping fitness, you know what I mean. But Popcaan, no old bars, is a very international artist, very recognized in the international space. But we take a look into his post. Like little E that bumbo artist, them a cuss over #1 pan trending. P uno go make some #1 song favor idiot. Yo, Popcaan easy. It's the reason that everybody said Popcaan is a big coward, is an internet groupie, is an internet bad man. Meaning lyrically, you know what I mean? We're not talking physical and we're not promoting any violence. You know what I mean? But the man Popcaan I make the man know say whoever we already know who already posts them #1 trending and you know what I mean, on YouTube trending and #1 at this current moment that the video will be released. You know what I mean? And it is only one person, and the person did it only for once. And when last Popcaan did it #10 and trending, when last did he? He left with to wonder if he still hitting the #1 trending from 2019 began. You know what I mean? Was that a bias or was that a bad mind talk by Popcaan by saying them are post over #1 and trending? Because as you may know, every dancehall artist want to be at the #1 trending list, want to be at the top at the summit of anything that they do. So does that a bias talk or a bad mind talk? Maybe not. I want you to tell me down below. Do you think Popcaan is biased or bad mind overall? But because he's not at the #1 position, I just trying to make a little meme. I try to make a hype for his show that is coming up. You know what I mean? You know Popcaan have his show coming up in St. Thomas. You know what I mean? Is that the situation? Popcaan easy still, you know. Popcaan, as you may know, was an athlete at his high school. He loved to run. And he loved to make posts online. And then he don't want to be in a lyrical confrontation. Now is the time because you're throwing a lot of shades out there. Or will Popcaan run again? Will he go back to training in the musical construct of the game? Or will he be brave up now and step out vigorously and be out there and know to be the man to stand up now and stop to be training at school and the internet and musically, you know what I mean? Because he's a quick person, he can run 100 meters quite a lot. If he run for Jamaica, it would probably be the record holder for the fastest man alive. Who to tell, because he was a sprinter as well. But right now, Popcaan is a very good artist. He's an international artist, as I stated earlier. And him is like the bad student in a dancehall. The troublemaker one day. Popcaan is that right now. And He want a title, plus he want another title. Popcaan always want to have confrontation with Alkaline, then he run, then he's stating that Alkaline doesn't need his league. You know what I mean? Because Popcaan stated on a video as well that he's captioned that. You know the department level, you accomplish what accomplish it as well. So he must show meme and plus he must ask a question or he must state say, you not reach from my level. You see me I say? So why if the person not reaching on level, where you running from them? Is it the person more talented than you or more vigorous than you? Or is it that you just love to run naturally? That is your second favorite thing, running. Is it me I say? Because you know Popcaan is a youth, you know, come from the place where he center mass, and you know a lot of quick people come from down there. You see me I say? But right now, seriously though, Popcaan, you need to stand up in the war. You know what I mean? And if you not come now one war, serious war, nobody not gonna have as a real call-up, even though you're an international artist. Because you can't be a real artist in a dancehall and a run all over the place. You know what I mean? You have to be a column like what Alkaline say. Him is a column in a dancehall and improve it by clashing, making hits as well as a lot of more things. You know what I mean? And Popcaan, only thing is missing right now from his whole catalog, I think, is the clashing. You know what I mean? Because dancehall is made of clash. One artist them war. Lyrically, war, two them of it. Sit down and get up back. You know, like when they have a boxing match and them round, like the round naturally lasts for like 3 minutes, and then the referee say the bell ring because them have to take a little rest time. Yes, and then them get up back and start and continue the next round. I saw one the artist them for clash. You see me I say? And that's what I build dancehall, because dancehall, a lot of people are looking into it, and dancehall is naturally of clashing, and I hope when this clash start, the fans will not take it out of proportion, you know what I mean, and do things that is out of the confines of the law, you know what I mean, because you know a lot of artists have their fan base who the fan base are very educated not to take a thing out of proportion, but some are not as educated as some, you know what I mean, and would love to see a clash right now. You know, it is a festive season coming up, Christmas season, it is known for clashing, even those things that keeping. The clashing is still in the artist them blood. But right now, Popcaan, you need to brave up because he's a very big artist. Only thing, as I said earlier, I'm missing from my career right now to be a really big column. So apart from the international crossover market you have, is to take a clash to stamp your name as an all-rounder artist, to be a heavyweight. Right now, he's a middleweight. He's not a heavyweight right now. He's a middleweight, you know what I mean? You have lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. To me right now, this is my opinion. My opinion may be wrong, it might be right. You are a middle class right now, you know what I mean? Not a heavyweight or a column to say, you know what I mean? And right now, you have to put in a clash thing. You cannot, if you continue to run, you probably be the man for the most running a victory of dancehall. The man, fastest man, sprinting for dancehall, you know what I mean? They could run for dancehall if they have a dancehall race for the dancehall artists, you know what I mean? But right now, Popcaan, you know, so you sign a deal overseas, and that is a very big accomplishment for dancehall. You know what I mean? I would like that about Popcaan. But Popcaan, remember you have to be versatile, you know. You know what I mean? You have to spread the wings all across the board and go and take a clash. We're not talking about no joke clash, you see me? And what like what Popcaan do, we must spread the wings by introducing artists to the forefront. And we see artists who are put together, and artists are very quality artists as well. So what like about Popcaan. But as I said, one thing that is missing is clashing to be a dancehall heavyweight column. To stamp his name, to say that he is one of the man them, to be in the big clashes, you know what I mean, like a Sprague Benz, you know what I mean, and the list go on for the big clashing, way back in the days up till now, from the into the 90s into the 2000s, there was clashing, and that bring dancehall to the summit. As you may know, Vybz Kartel versus Mavado build both of them career, Vybz Kartel career bill and Mavado career bill, you know what I mean, because Vybz Kartel, by clashing Mavado, the clash was one of dancehall biggest, if not dancehall biggest clash of all time, you know what I mean? And Mavado built from that by going up against one of the most lyrical man at the time was Vybz Kartel. So the same would be for the same. Popcaan versus Alkaline would be it would be a next dancehall, you know what I mean, big clash, if not would be one of the most, you know what I mean? So right now, Popcaan, stop, take off your training shoes, hang up your training shoes, your track shoes, and put on a dancehall hard boot, ready for war. You see me I say, so everything jump on your foot can outstand the pressure. You see me I say, because you know hard boot have an iron front at the front, you know what I mean, iron at the front to take off every substance. If every substance just drop on it or fall on it, would take it. So right now, want Popcaan take off him track shoes and put on him hard boot ready for the war. And you know what I mean? And do some push up and get tough in the war. And know so him not do no more running and come for the dancehall clashing scene. You know what I mean? Right now, Popcaan is a heavyweight and him a show him jabs them. And Popcaan, we know say he want the #1 trending spot. That's why you do this right now. But you see that you a Popcaan, him a troublemaker, you know.